Hi Capricorn, welcome. This is your monthly reading for February 2026. So let's jump right in and see what messages we have for you. In this reading, I'll be pulling 3 cards for the beginning, the mid, and the end of February. And then we'll be getting clarifiers for each of the cards. Universe, what does Capricorn need to know? What is Capricorn ready to know for February 2026? The Queen of Swords was trying to come out. We'll see if she comes out again. What does Capricorn need to know for February 2026? We have the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, Capricorn. So we're starting the month with the 8 of Cups in the reverse, which is telling me that you understand how you feel about a situation or an energy that you're dealing with, and you're not emotionally happy where you are, and there is a need for you to walk away. It's taking a lot of your willpower, but you're being pushed, like you're emotionally distant from someone or something, and it's pushing you to it's kind of making you use your willpower to move towards something more fulfilling. In the middle of the month, we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is a challenge. It could be like an inner lack. And then we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. We'll clarify all of this, Capricorn. Let's start with the 8 of Cups. What is the 8 of Cups for Capricorn? The 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 9 of Swords. All right. So what's happening here, Capricorn, is that you are unconsciously holding on to something which is almost done. Like it is not yet done. We are at the 9 of Swords. This is Mars in Gemini, and this is Sun in Gemini. I'm going to pause the video till the dogs go quiet. Just bear with me, please. Alright guys, so we're starting the month with the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So the 10 of Wands, as I was talking about the 10 of Wands, it speaks about how you could be unconsciously carrying some weight, or the weight of other people, expectations of other people, things that other people expect you to do for them rather than for yourself, and this is happening unconsciously. The 10 of Swords is also an unconscious ending where we are not seeing, because this is Sun in Gemini. So what the influence of the Sun does is that it illuminates, it shows us what we might have missed, but because it is in the reverse, we may not be necessarily willing to see what needs to end, and we are unconsciously carrying the burdens, and we are keeping ourselves in a state of darkness. We have the 9 of Swords here where we're covering our face, so we don't want to see. We feel like we might feel fearful of what might be if we were to actually let this be upright. But this is actually good, because when we allow for the Sun to show us what we need to see, we are able to see what hasn't worked, all these distortions, and then we get the clarity of the Ace of Swords. But you would have to open your eyes, Capricorn, right now, mentally. Like the swords represent mental energy. If you see your face, it's quite red with your hands covered. So this is like thought after thought after thought. Like it's like you go to bed and there are 9 swords hanging above your head. So many thoughts which are stressful, causing anxiety, not allowing you to sleep well, not allowing you to rest well, and making you feel emotionally disconnected from wherever you are. I don't know if you're doing anything about it, because we have the Five of Pentacles in the mid of the month. So even though you're emotionally detached, and mentally it's like a pressure cooker, energetically, the Ten of Wands in the reverse is like bike running on reserve fuel, like drops. And we have the Five of Pentacles, which is again having to prove our worth, having to prove our value, putting conditions on love. Love is, we should feel loved, despite the external conditions. But here, this is Venus. This is also Mercury in Taurus. So Mercury is intelligence, it's our verb, it's the truth, it's communication. But because it's a 5, it's a distortion. And what is the distortion? The distortion is that you need to prove your worth in some way, which causes you to spread yourself thin energetically, feel disadvantaged. Let's see what the Five of Pentacles is for you, Capricorn. This could simply be, you're doing too much to be a good a partner, a good a mother, or a good father, or a good husband, or a good employee, or a good employer. Who knows? Let's see what's the Five of Pentacles. The Hierophant in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse, the Chariot. With the Hierophant in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse together is a difficult combination. We might find ourselves committed, falsely committed. We might find ourselves committed to a false belief, a false notion, a false person, a false establishment. With the Fool in the reverse, the Fool is sun. It's positive, it's bright, it's open, which is just the opposite of this, where we are cold, we're feeling left out. The Fool here, I feel like, Capricorn, this could be a situation where you might feel taken advantage of. I just get that. The other message that I'm getting with the Fool in the reverse is like, you may not be willing to start something new, because we have 2 tens here, which is the ending. We have a 9, 2 tens, but in the middle of the month we come. So this is emotional distance, but physically we could be staying on, because the Five of Pentacles is extreme loyalty despite the hardships, because we feel we need to prove our worth. And with the Fool here, I feel like you're not we have the Fool and the Chariot. So the Chariot is doing our shadow work and being able to move on, because we've understood what needs to be understood. And over here, what needs to be understood is the Five of Pentacles, which is, that you don't need to prove your worth, that you are loved unconditionally. Like, you must love yourself unconditionally without being affected by, like, for example, I will be loved if I am in so and so place, if I have so and so, if I be this way. Like, it's all the ifs and buts that we put on ourselves in order to feel loved and worthy. So I feel like you are uh, dealing with this energy as you feel emotionally disconnected but remain attached to a situation while you feel an inner lack. Like, you may be physically attached to a situation, but you may feel more alone than ever. The with the Hierophant in the reverse, this could be a situation where the energy that you're dealing with may not be um, committing the way you would like, because here we have two energies that are yoked. So maybe you are to be unyoked and take a leap of faith, but you're not yet doing that because there is still some shadow work that you're addressing with the Five of Pentacles here with the Chariot. Let's look at the Ten of Cups in the reverse for the end of the month. This is Mars in Pisces, so it gives us that fire to look forward to the future. But there is something where you may not feel like looking forward to the future with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse. You are moving on, but you may not be feeling very positive about the future. What's the Ten of Cups in the reverse for Capricorn? We have the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This card fell off. I'll just look at it. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there's been a situation where someone has been in and out. Someone has not been honest. With the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming up front, maybe there is a need to talk about how we have been, like, there is a discussion or a truth that you have been looking away from. There has been something that you have been, or someone in your energy has been avoiding to say. But I feel like the truth is going to be spoken. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be your energy, Capricorn, where someone could be seeing you as this energy, where you may not be, where someone might feel like you are not willing to commit or share with this person. Or this could be someone you're dealing with, because the King of Pentacles in the reverse could be someone who is triggering this aspect in you. Like, if you have this is a detractor. So if you have someone in your energy who is financially unstable or not giving, doesn't share, or is too focused on the material, too attached, it could trigger that shadow in you as well, so that you address it. So there's something about this where we are talking about how we're having an honest conversation about how with the King of Pentacles we have been too focused on the 3D. We've been focused too much on the material rather than our happiness, with the Ten of Cups. Perhaps that is why the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, because the focus has been more on how things will appear rather than how things feel. Let me get you an oracle card, Capricorn. We have plant seeds. Seeds are delicate and fragile, yet each one carries the intelligence of an entire plant within it. Every tiny seed contains roots, leaves, flowers, stems, and everything that makes the plant beautiful and unique. Seeds of intention are much the same as these little packets of magic and they must be nurtured and protected until they are strong enough to flourish on their own. I feel like this is the seed that we're talking about. You have pulled the seed card. You have pulled the seeds card because there are nascent. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry, guys. It's NASCENT, nascent ideas forming in your spirit now, or there will be soon. Whether you've been envisioning yourself as the head of a thriving business, planning to start a family, or innovating new ways to bring healthy food to your community, you have been trusted by the universe to bring this intention to life. Everything you need to grow your dream to grow your dreams lives within that seed. Your seed calls out to you, holding within it the potential to take root and fulfill your life's purpose. But what you do with it is up to you. Trust that this goal is yours for the taking. Be careful with your intentions at this time, for they are not ready to be shared. So, for now, set your intentions and commit to their care by acknowledging that you are the right person to bring this gift into this world. So, Capricorn, this is what I have for you. If you're still watching, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your like, shares, and subscribes. And I will catch you again soon later. Bye.